Imagine a world where you are not controlled by your emotions, where you can stay calm and composed in the face of adversity, where you are able to choose your own happiness regardless of what is happening around you. This is the power of Stoicism, a philosophy that was developed by ancient Greek and Roman thinkers such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. One of the most famous Stoic anecdotes is the story of Epictetus's lameness. Epictetus was a slave who was mistreated by his master. One day, his master broke his leg in a fit of anger. Epictetus simply looked down at his leg and said, "Well, at least I have one leg left." This anecdote shows that Epictetus was able to control his emotions, even in the face of extreme hardship. He did not let his anger or resentment get the better of him. Instead, he focused on what he could control, and he made the best of the situation. Stoicism can teach you to do the same. It can teach you how to control your thoughts and emotions, and how to live a more resilient and fulfilling life. Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life by focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot. It is a philosophy that has been used by some of the most successful and influential people in history. Stoicism is based on the idea that the only thing we can truly control is our own thoughts and actions. Everything else, such as our possessions, our relationships, and our health, is outside of our control. When we focus on what we cannot control, we are setting ourselves up for disappointment and frustration. The Stoics believed that the best way to live a happy and fulfilling life is to focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. This means letting go of negative thoughts and emotions such as anger, resentment, and fear. It also means accepting the things that we cannot change, such as the past and the actions of others. Stoicism is not about being emotionless robots. The Stoics believed that it is important to feel our emotions, but to not let them control us. When we feel an emotion, we should acknowledge it and allow ourselves to feel it fully. However, we should not let our emotions lead us to make impulsive decisions or behave in ways that we will later regret. Stoicism can be a powerful tool for helping us to live happier and more fulfilling lives. It can teach us how to manage our emotions, deal with adversity, and build resilience. If you are interested in learning more about Stoicism and how to apply its principles to your own life, this video is for you. Here are some specific ways that Stoicism can help you to control your thoughts and emotions. Stoicism can help you to identify and challenge negative thoughts. The Stoics believed that our thoughts create our emotions. If we have negative thoughts, we will likely have negative emotions. By identifying and challenging our negative thoughts, we can change our emotions for the better. Stoicism can help you to focus on the present moment. The Stoics believed that the only thing we can truly control is the present moment. When we focus on the past or the future, we are worrying about things that are outside of our control. This can lead to anxiety and stress. By focusing on the present moment, we can let go of these negative emotions and experience greater peace and contentment. Stoicism can help you to accept what you cannot change. There are many things in life that are outside of our control, such as the past, the actions of others, and natural events. When we try to resist these things, we only cause ourselves pain and suffering. By accepting what we cannot change, we can find peace and serenity. If you are ready to learn more about Stoicism, and how to use it to control your thoughts and emotions. Watch on. The Stoics believed that emotions are not inherently bad. They are simply natural human reactions to different situations. However, the Stoics also believed that emotions can be harmful if they are not controlled. When we let our emotions control us, we are more likely to make impulsive decisions and behave in ways that we will later regret. We are also more likely to experience negative emotions such as anger, resentment, and fear. The Stoics believed that the best way to live a happy and fulfilling life is to learn to control our emotions. This does not mean suppressing our emotions or pretending that we do not feel them. It simply means being aware of our emotions and choosing how we react to them. Our thoughts create our emotions. If we have negative thoughts, we will likely have negative emotions. On the other hand, if we have positive thoughts, we will likely have positive emotions. This is because our thoughts are what we focus on. When we focus on negative thoughts, we are essentially saying to ourselves that things are bad and that we are not capable of handling them. This can lead to feelings of helplessness, hopelessness, and despair. On the other hand, when we focus on positive thoughts, we are essentially saying to ourselves that things are good and that we are capable of handling whatever comes our way. This can lead to feelings of confidence, optimism, and empowerment. There are a number of things that you can do to control your thoughts. Identify and challenge negative thoughts. The first step to controlling your thoughts is to become aware of your negative thoughts. Once you are aware of your negative thoughts, you can begin to challenge them. Ask yourself if there is any evidence to support your negative thoughts. Are you really in danger? Are you really not capable of handling the situation? Replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Once you have challenged a negative thought, replace it with a more positive and realistic one. For example, if you are thinking, "I'm going to fail this test," replace it with the thought, "I have studied hard and I am prepared for this test." Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When you are mindful, you are more aware of your thoughts and emotions, and you are better able to control them. There are many different ways to practice mindfulness, such as meditation, yoga, and Tai Chi. Once you have learned to control your thoughts, you will be better able to control your emotions. However, there are a few additional things you can do. Accept your emotions. Don't try to suppress or ignore your emotions. Instead, accept them for what they are and allow yourself to feel them fully. It is okay to feel sad, angry, or scared sometimes. Express your emotions in a healthy way. Once you have felt your emotions fully, find a healthy way to express them. This could involve talking to a friend, writing in a journal, or exercising. Don't let your emotions control you. Just because you feel an emotion doesn't mean you have to act on it. Remember that you have the power to choose how you react to your emotions. Here are a few specific Stoic techniques that you can use to control your thoughts and emotions. The dichotomy of control is a Stoic concept that divides everything in the world into two categories: things that we can control and things that we cannot control. We can control our own thoughts, actions, and attitudes. We cannot control the thoughts, actions, or attitudes of others, nor can we control external events, such as the weather or the economy. When we focus on the things that we cannot control, we are setting ourselves up for disappointment and frustration. Instead, we should focus on the things that we can control and do our best to make the most of the situation. Negative visualization is a Stoic technique that involves visualizing the worst-case scenario. This can help us to let go of our fears and anxieties. For example, if you are worried about giving a presentation, you might visualize yourself forgetting everything or saying something embarrassing. Once you have visualized the worst-case scenario, ask yourself if it is really that bad. Is it really the end of the world if you make a mistake? Probably not. In fact, you can probably learn from your mistakes and become better at giving presentations in the future. Memento mori is a Latin phrase that means, remember that you must die. It is a Stoic reminder that life is short and that we should make the most of it. When we remember that we are going to die someday, it helps us to put things in perspective. It makes us realize that the things that we are worried about today are not really that important in the grand scheme of things. The Stoic virtues are wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. These virtues are essential for living a good life. Wisdom is the ability to distinguish between good and evil and to make wise decisions. Courage is the ability to face our fears and to do what is right, even when it is difficult. Justice is the ability to treat others fairly and with respect. Moderation is the ability to avoid extremes. The Stoic virtues can help us to control our thoughts and emotions. When we are wise, courageous, just, and moderate, we are less likely to be influenced by negative emotions such as anger, fear, and resentment. In conclusion, Stoicism is a powerful philosophy that can help us to control our thoughts and emotions and to live happier and more fulfilling lives. The Stoics believed that the only thing we can truly control is our own thoughts and actions. Everything else, such as our possessions, our relationships, and our health, is outside of our control. When we focus on what we cannot control, we are setting ourselves up for disappointment and frustration. The Stoics taught us that the best way to live a happy and fulfilling life is to focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. This means letting go of negative thoughts and emotions such as anger, resentment, and fear. It also means accepting the things that we cannot change, such as the past and the actions of others. Stoicism is not about being emotionless robots. The Stoics believed that it is important to feel our emotions, but to not let them control us. When we feel an emotion, we should acknowledge it and allow ourselves to feel it fully. However, we should not let our emotions lead us to make impulsive decisions or behave in ways that we will later regret. Stoicism is a journey, not a destination. It takes time and practice to learn to control your thoughts and emotions. However, if you are willing to put in the effort, the rewards are well worth it. Stoicism can help you to live a happier, more fulfilling, and more resilient life. It can help you to deal with adversity, manage your emotions, and build a better future for yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share it with your friends. Also, subscribe to my channel for more videos on Stoicism and other topics related to personal development. I hope this video has given you some insights into how to control your thoughts and emotions using Stoicism. If you are interested in learning more about Stoicism, I encourage you to read some of the works of the Stoic philosophers, such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. You can also find many helpful resources on Stoicism online and in libraries. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you in one of our other videos.